Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's Sunday, so you know what that means. It is time for your Sunday service, soul food, and spiritual tea session with Lady Speech. That's right, it's 11:11-ish on a Sunday, baby. Are you ready for this Sunday service? I hope you are, because I'm ready to give it to you. I'm ready to give it to you. Oh, yes, I'm ready to give it to you. So I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me this day, this morning. If you are seeing this in the beginning, in the middle, in the end, you're right on time. If you're here while this is live, you're right on time. If you're here during the recording after it's been posted, you are right on time. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Raw Flow Energy. Look at my loyal faithfuls. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being moderators for me. You guys do an excellent job, and I appreciate your presence in my life. Butter the Garage Cat, hello, hello. Chanel B, hello, good morning. Illustrated Mom, good morning. Unseelie, good morning. Philip, good morning. AVG, good morning. Nikoshishima, good morning. I hope I said that right. Emperor Bree, good morning. Jasmine, good morning. Ashanti Lee, good morning. Allison Christine, 87, good morning. Sarana, good morning. Ariana Jenkins, good morning. Hello, your friend Jen. Y'all screen names be getting me. I love them so much. Good morning. Good morning, Pamela, Asia, and Nicole. Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Kelly. And good morning, Mariah. Good morning, Nicole, again. And Asia, again. Good morning, all of you again. I'm so happy y'all joined me. Now, you know what to do. The OGs are doing what they're doing already. If you are new here, you're going to put a green or yellow heart in the comments. If you've just been randomly dropped off in this reading, you randomly found this recording, this video, you are seeing this when you are seeing this and you're new to this. You've only seen one or two things from me. You have not encountered my kind before, my energy before, my magic before. You've only seen a few things. Go ahead and put a caterpillar in the comments, or like I said before, that green or yellow heart. Now, the OGs are already making it do what it do. They're already making it rain on me, baby. They already know what I like to see here at the Speak and Spank. Welcome. The OGs are handling it, making my heart swell. Look at that. Look at that sea, that ocean of purple and blue. Them blue hearts are showing up. Them purple hearts are showing up. Them lovely butterflies are showing up. Those are the OGs. They've seen more than 3 videos. They've been here for a while. They've been on this channel. They've witnessed more than 3 Speak and Spanks, aka Sunday services with me. They follow me on other platforms. They already making it do what it do. But I do love to see we've got some more green and yellow. This has been a long time. This has been a minute since I've had this many new people in the building. So I want to say welcome to you, baby. Welcome to you. Gonna get what we do over here. Now I'm gonna run down the protocol. The OGs already are handling business, but you newbies, you don't know what to do. So I'm gonna tell you what to do so that we can all have a good time here. This is a Sunday service. I want you to have a good week. I want you to make Monday and the rest of this week your bottom bitch, okay? I want you to walk into this week feeling like a boss, because you are a boss. I want you feeling like that. I want you feeling yourself, okay? So I'm here to offer you some spiritual counsel. There's a few things you're going to do to make your stay here, your ride inside of this ride a lot more comfortable. First and foremost, go grab your hydration. Water, baby, is life. So if you've got some water, some clean water, go grab that. Or your tea or your coffee. I don't care what your beverage is, but get something to quench your thirst. I want you to quench your thirst because we're going to be doing some call and response, some affirmations later. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you in just a second, okay? So grab you some hydration. Grab your notes if you need it. You know, if you are on your phone watching this, go grab a notepad. If you're on your tablet, your television watching this, go grab something to take some notes in because you might want to remember some things, okay? Even though you do have the ability to watch this video again because I'm going to post it when we're done. Watch it over and over and as many times as you need, darling, okay? But take some notes. You might want to take some notes, okay? Now grab a comfort item. I did say this is the Speak and Spank, and I meant that. Welcome to the Speak and Spank, the Speak and Spank. Well, sometimes spirit hurts your feelings in order for you to grow. Now, this is not an abusive space. No, no, no. We are very good about loving each other. This is the exact opposite of a not good space. This is a safe space to be yourself, baby, to get free, honey. But the spanking's gonna be the spanking. The word is gonna be the word. All right. It's okay to cry, as Priestess Shakti therapist just brought up. Welcome to the Speak and Spank. Okay. So grab your comfort items, your soft items, because those are gonna bring you good feelings. All right. I am your spiritual dom. All right. It is your favorite pirate captain, your favorite goddess king, your favorite auntie uncle, your favorite hood healer, high priestess, spiritual dominatrix, LadySpeech, baby. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you. Yes, I'm gonna take care of you. Yes, I'm gonna take care of you. Now, let me introduce you to the tools of the trade. This is a divination. This is a reading. This is spiritual counsel. So we're going to be using some things for that. Okay, first and foremost, you know it. You love it. It's an OG in the building. That Angels and Ancestors deck, that Oracle deck. I can't get enough of it. You know it. You love it. It is the African Goddess Rising deck, baby. You know that always treats us well. You know it, you love it. It is the Seasons of the Witch Beltane edition. It's been a minute since we've been up in this one, honey. So we're going to do this Oracle deck today. And we are up in the Hearts and Hand Tarot deck. I love this black and white deck. Y'all know. Y'all might have caught the drift on here. I'm a big fan of black and white. Now we're going to bring back an oldie but a goodie. It always does us well when it does us well, baby. And it is the Oracle Poggz. All right. You can get yours at moonpumpkin.com, baby. That's right. If you were around in the 80s, the 90s, okay, especially the late 80s, the 90s, you know these. That you remember the Poggz. Oops, I don't want to give it the message away. But you remember those Poggz, those milk bottle cap, that game we used to play. Well, my girl, Moon Pumpkin done made it into a divination system. And it's even though it's cute and it's kitsch, it actually works. Okay, it works. This is an oldie. I've been using these for a while. We love Moon Pumpkin over here, honey. This is going to be in the description, okay? All of these are going to be in the description, so you can check that when this video is posted if you want to get your hands on any of these. Now, as far as these tarot decks go, I want to remind you that you need to always shop small. Support your local business, your small apothecaries, your mom and pop owned, okay? Support black business, brown business, indigenous business. And then if you got to go to where you got to go to get what you got to get, you got to go to where you got to go and get what you got to get. Do you understand me? But support local first, okay? Support local first. Again, moonpumpkin.com is where you can get a hold of your own Oracle Poggz. That's what you can do, baby. Now, I don't ever move through this planet, this earth, on any plane by myself. I always got an army, honey. In the spiritual sense, I'm surrounded by at least 10,000, from the ancestors to the Orisha, to the Lawa, to the animal kingdom, to the extraterrestrial beings that flow and follow me and love me. 10,000 at least, 20,000 at this point strong. But when I do these readings for you, I bring my rock friends. So first and foremost, we've got some pink raw amethyst, baby. I like it raw. I like it rough. I like it always, you know. I like it smooth too. Y'all know I like it smooth and I like it big. But sometimes I like it rough and I like it raw. We've got some pink raw amethyst, honey. You peep that gray. Look at just the multifacetedness of crystals. This should remind you, you contain multitudes. That's nice and pink on the outside. And if you just saw the outside, it just looks like that's beautiful, but that ain't got nothing special going on, even though this within itself is special. But when you turn it over, bam, boom, multitudes. We've got grays and just shininess. Pink amethyst, honey. Yes. We are also going to be working with the citrine today. That's right. We got a little citrine today, you know, and then we're going to be working with the Shiva Lingam today. All right. I felt like bringing my big boy, big girl over here today. Okie dokie. Honorable mention, Moon Pumpkin made this for me because Moon Pumpkin is my friend. Do you recognize it from The Labyrinth? One of my most favorite childhood movies. It's my favorite character, one of them. All right, now, let me introduce you to the main character energy. The OGs already know what's up. Earlier, I mentioned we're going to be doing some call and response action. Yeah, we're going to be doing some call and response. You've got a job here. You've got a job here, and it's called repeat after me. All right, I'm going to take this here box. This here is the affirmation box. This is Deacon Assistant, my assistant, the Deacon affirmation box, okay? You new people think that this is just an affirmation box. You'll learn that it's not. You'll learn that it is a sentient being. I gave birth to it. Now, at first glance, it's just a box filled with affirmations and parts of the songs and quotes from poems and the Bible and the Quran and things and other holy books. Okay, it's like full of positive things. Okay, but what you're gonna come to understand is that Deacon affirmation box reads the reading and then reads us. We've got a S&M thing going here, a sadomasochist thing going on with this here box. We get slapped around. We like it, though. We don't like it. It's okay to cry. You new people might have seen that phrase a lot in the comments. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's like the Deacon has started a cult. I haven't even started the cult, okay? We'll just go ahead and name it. The Deacon has started a cult, and we're all part of it. And the Deacon's purpose is to make us feel like we are gods through the slapping around of us. It works in the end. I don't know. It's sorcery. This is the type of things I give birth to. This lives outside of me. Imagine if I would have really had a kid. Y'all need to watch out. If you ever see me pregnant, I've summoned a goddess whose name has not been called in 5,000 years. And y'all need to be careful. I'm about to set it off. If you ever see me pregnant. Anyway, the affirmation box lives. I'm going to go at random with this affirmation box. I'm just going to choose randomly, and we're going to do a call and response things. First, I'm going to say the affirmation and fill up my cup. And then you're going to repeat the affirmation, and fill up your cup. This is also a good reason why to have the notebook, because a lot of y'all write down the affirmations because you are sick in the head and you like getting slapped around, and I'm not there. And I like to hear it. Yes, I do. It's like, the affirmations are good. So write them down. Now is the time to put your earphones in. Now is the time to get prepared. Keep all hands and feet inside of this ride at all times, all right? It's church. Today is church. I've brought you to Sunday service. This is where everybody is welcome. From the vagabonds to the debaucherous. I'm in my Dionysus era, okay? Y'all need to understand that. I'm in my Dionysus era. As the empire falls, I rise and focus on healing, joy, pleasure, and building a new world, okay? So come along with me, children, as I give you a reading. Oh, let me pull out. I got this too. I forgot about this. I felt like bringing out the magic wand today because it's that kind of a reading. Okay. Rogue Wolf made this magic wand and I love it. All right. So I was feeling it today. Okay. It's got some lapis lazuli. Okay. We got a lot of things going on in here. Okay. Because it's, you're going to get your life today. All right. You're going to get your life. You're going to be improved. Yes, you are, baby. Yes, you are. See, I just put a spell on you. You about to be all right. Everything is going to be okay. Okay. So get your water and your soft items. Assume the position because here we go. Oh, just know this. I love you. And I'll go ahead and let me pass the collection plate. The Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo, LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal, LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel empowered to show financial appreciation for this community labor, this emotional labor, this spiritual labor, this labor I'm offering you. Okay, now that we've taken care of that, it's time to go. We're going to move in first to, we're going to go with the heart and hand tarot. Again, this is going to be, all of these decks are going to be listed in the description box at the end of this reading. This has got the 7 of Pentacles. I love this deck. This is a black and white deck. It's so sumptuous and simple and ornate. It's everything. I love it. Anyway, the 7 of Pentacles. Now look at this. It's in the upright position. It talks to us of abundance, okay? This is a basket full of ripened, harvested grapes, okay? And this is a basket of goodness that has been harvested, okay? This is good things coming. This is hard work paid off, okay? This is if you where you have invested your in your energy, you're about to reap that harvest, okay? So if you've been doing some hardcore manifesting and you've been paying attention as spirit has been pushing you towards your greatness and has been advising you as to what you need to be doing, your hard work is about to pay off. Your manifestation is about to pay off, okay? You've been going at your craft for a while. You've been going after your dreams for a while. You're about to reach a different level, okay? It's about to start paying you back, okay? What you have been pouring into is getting ready to pour back into you, okay? Now, what you have been healthily pouring into, actually, no, all of it. What you've been pouring into is about to pour back into you, okay? So it's time to have a reality check for some of you. There's some of you who need to understand that like you're about to harvest a whole bunch of negativity in your life because you ain't doing nothing but being negative. You about to harvest a whole bunch of unlucky shit in your life because you are hella focused on the unlucky. And that's what you've been pouring your energy into. If you've been pouring your energy into BS, that's exactly what you're about to harvest right back. And you're about to get a whole lot of it. Now, if you've been pouring into your dreams, your goals, your desires, you're about to see some changes. If you've been pouring into your healing, you're about to see some changes. Some good things. You're about to catch a harvest, okay, of good things coming, all right? So this is a reminder to check in and audit yourself. Audit your energy, okay? Audit your energy. In this world where distraction is king, it's really easy to get separated from yourself and to think you are doing, saying, and projecting and being one thing when it's actually a whole different situation. Take some moments to disconnect from everything, not disassociate, okay? Disconnect so that you can connect, so that you can audit. Where is your energy going? Where is your energy going? I believe I did a whole video about this. Go check the playlist, honey. Audit your energy, audit your thoughts. Audit your thoughts. Now, over here, we don't believe in toxic positivity. We believe in naming the problems. We believe in naming systematic oppression. We believe in calling it white supremacy when it is that. We believe in calling it transphobia when it is that. We believe in calling it anti-blackness and anti-indigeneity when it is that. Okay, we believe in that. We will know no toxic positivity over here. Okay, but do you just spend your time complaining though? At the same time, are all you focused on is the negative? Do you wake up looking for bad news? Do you wake up encouraging bad things to happen? Are you always just complaining about something? Look forward to more of that coming into your life, then. There's a difference with naming the problem, naming systematic things, naming the what is, seeing the truth of the situation, and then just choosing to focus in. The gag of the society that we live in is that they make more money when you are just focused on the negative, when you are constantly in this fear-based space, when you are constantly complaining. Because when you're constantly complaining and nitpicking at everything outside of you, you know what you also going to do? You're going to nitpick at everything inside of you. You're not going to be happy. If you can't find happiness, you're not going to find happiness in yourself. So a lot of you need to, all of us, not even a lot of us, even those of us who are doing good, because like, you don't want to wait until you in a bad habit or in a bad pattern to audit yourself. It's always a good day to sit down and be like, wait, where is this coming from? Audit your emotions. Or do you find yourself out here irritated as hell at everything and everybody? Why are you letting these things control you? Look, you will be irritated. Again, we ain't into toxic positivity over here. You're going to be irritated at some point. People going to do stupid shit. People going to act out. You're going to be mad. Okay. But like, if you are going off at the height of your anger, if you're getting to an 8 with everything, with little transgressions and big transgressions, you need to check yourself. You need to sit down and audit your anger, audit your irritation, audit it, audit it. Okay? audit it. Don't disassociate. Disconnect. Disconnect. Don't disassociate though. Okay, disconnect. And a lot of us are disassociating so much because we don't know how to disconnect. We have been taught, and the hypnotization and the what is it, the indoctrination of reality TV has got y'all thinking you need to share everything. This is why your parasocial relationships are dangerous and why y'all fall easily into it. I will walk the hell off from y'all in a minute. In a minute. And I used to feel real guilty about that. But let me tell you something. I pride myself on giving the best of me to y'all. This is not a game. This is not a gimmick. This is not a caricature. This is who the hell I am. It's this in my authenticity, and I'm giving you the best that I got. But the only way to do that is to treat myself with humanity. I will walk the hell off. I don't feel the need to perform anything for you. If I'm not in the mood and I don't got it, I don't got it. And I trust I will answer to it. I understand the commitments I have made. I will come back and give you and operate at full force. I will explain myself. And I'm not going to hate on anybody if they want to step away from me. But you don't need to be on 24 hours a day. A lot of us, as someone who disassociates and who learned that because of the abuse that I endured, and who understands that this society reinforces it by the way it keeps us in a fear-based place, you need to be very intentional about these things. And a lot of us don't have the language, and I'm giving it to you right now. You literally wouldn't have disassociated so much if you learned how to disconnect. I can attest to that. As someone who disassociated, and that saved my life because I'm a survivor. There's nothing, I'm grateful for the superpower of being able to disassociate. It saved my life in some really traumatic spaces. But also, it's not a healthy way to live 24/7. So disconnecting. Intentionally disconnecting and resting, intentionally disconnecting and healing, intentionally disconnecting and processing, intentionally disconnecting and pouring into myself. Okay, there's these things. So there's that. Audit your energy, audit your emotions, audit your anger, audit your sadness, audit your irritation. Okay, audit where things are going. A lot of you guys think that you're busy, 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 but actually, but are you productive? Audit your schedule. There's a lot of people like, I'm so busy. Busy don't mean productive. I know a lot of people who are real busy. They don't do nothing. They don't get nothing done. I know a lot of people. You can be busy all the time. Like, I know a lot of BS artists that like always be busy. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't getting nothing done. No goals ever be made. You never change. You ain't never meet no goals. You ain't never meet no plans. But you always got something to do. Audit yourself. Just audit yourself. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. There's that one again. Tara, I wasn't even looking. This is why we have moderators. Raw flow energy, you are on it. Thank you. And I just blocked them. Thank you. So, yeah, audit yourself so that you can reap the benefits that the spirits came to give you. Okay? All right. So we have Queen of Pentacles. So we obviously, Spirit wants us focused on our prosperity and looking at that. And again, from this channel, again, we're not pro-capitalistic, and we're not that, but we are pro-abundance over here, very much pro-abundance. And it's in the abundance in the way of indigenous culture, as we all originally come from. It's abundance in the way of the earth. Look at when the earth is left undisturbed and these ecosystems are developed. They develop in a space of harmony where everything is abundant. It's something that our indigenous ancestors understood. So when they went to plant crops, when they went to even plant, help to plant and create forests and things of that nature, they understood harmony. And when all things are abundant, everything can be abundant. Okay, so when we speak of abundance, we're not just speaking of financial abundance, and we're not speaking from the capitalistic way of step on someone else's neck in order to get goodness, in order to get ahead. This is about like understanding that you have a right to abundance of health, a wealth in spirit, a wealth in spirituality, in relationships, in love, wealth in connection. And that when we understand that we are one, when I win, you win, when we win, we all win. Okay. So, the Queen of Pentacles, speaking of prosperity, financial and otherwise, speaking of abundance, financial and otherwise, the Queen of Pentacles reminds us that again, the importance of what you put in, you get back. She is holding her bounty. She poured into this. She created this amazing, she's got some flowers, she's got some fruit. She has harvested a lot of things and she has pulled it up from the root. At the same time, with her other hand, she is giving back. She is pouring into. So this reminds us of like the circle, the balance. As you are coming up in your business and your knowledge, as you are being taught by elders, remember to teach those who need to be taught coming up under you. Pour in as you have been poured into, as people pour into you, it is your duty to pour back into. For every tree you harvest, it is about pouring back into the land. This is where we maintain generational abundance. As we pick abundantly for ourselves, as the earth gives, if we then give back to it, quite frankly. Even in business, as you profit in business, you don't spend all that money. You take it and you pour some of that profit back into the business so that you can improve your service, improve your products, improve yourself, so that you can be, so that it is a circle. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles reminds us as we take, and this is also like when it comes to relationships, healthy relationships, you should be, your relationship should be feeding you. Baby, when I get off the phone with my friends, I feel fed. When I see their statuses on Facebook and on social media, especially that I've moved from so many of them, I feel fed. And I have friends who don't live here. Like, I feel fed when I interact with my friends. And then I also give back. As I am being fed and I'm allowed to take that energy from my friends that they give, that my lovers give, that my submissives give, that as I take that energy, I pour back in. I'm able to pour back into them. Okay. It's just this reminder that if you want abundance, you need to be a good giver and a good taker. If you cannot nurture and be nurtured, there's an imbalance there. There's a lot of you who've been conditioned by narcissists and other people to only be good nurturers. You don't know how to receive, and this is not good. This is messing up a lot of your manifestation work because you don't know how to be poured into. Ain't your fault. But we are putting some spotlight on it. You got to nurture. You got to learn how to let yourself be nurtured. First and foremost, by your spirits, by your ancestors. If you are in this reading right now, you obviously believe in something supernatural. So let the spirits, let God, let Creator, let your ancestors pour into you. Baby, as someone who survived child rape, child molestation, extreme physical abuse, I can tell you that I hated people for a very long time and I didn't trust nobody. My mama was wrong to me and so was my daddy, okay? Every gender was a no for me for a long time. I was able to find my way to healthy human relationships through lots of therapy and work and ritual and prayer, but also by first trusting the spirits, hands down. Get hands down. When I couldn't trust the humans, I could trust these ancestors. Oh yeah, I could trust these spirits that I started working with. Oh yeah, when I found security in that, then I was also led to find security in myself, and then I could find security outside of myself. Yeah, there are bastards everywhere, darling. There are not good people everywhere, baby. Yeah, the monsters do exist. Let your the fact that you've dealt with them type of people is it's true. Monsters exist, but also people who are going to heal with you, who are going to work with you, who are going to stand in the fire with you, who are going to look you in the eye when they have hurt you and like do the work with you and help you repair. Those people exist too. Okay. So from relationships to business to gardening, All right. As you are out here in these gardens, the earth is given to you. Make sure you're giving offerings back to the earth. First and foremost, for those of you with gardens, have you saluted the earth? Have you given to the earth? Have you acknowledged that this is you standing on stolen land? First and foremost, acknowledging that. For those of you who are living in slave-based capitalism, have you acknowledged the blood of the enslaved and the black blood that is coursing all through that? And that is the foundation for all of the old school Western old family's money. Have you made your offerings? You should do that. Have you made offerings to the earth itself? As you take from the earth, as you, even just offerings of prayer, do you say thank you when you harvest? Are not only are you pouring back into the earth, are you seed, or do you saying thank you? Are you seeding things as you were having gardens, especially if you have food gardens? Are you planting gardens outside of your garden, or planting food, or making way for things outside of you to eat, not just you to eat? So, i.e., are you planting flowers for the pollinators, the moths and the bees? Did you know moths do a lot of pollinating? That's crazy, isn't it? But are you planting flowers and things for the birds to eat? Are you planting things for just some of the wildlife to have? Like, I'm not gonna eat it, but I know the squirrels will eat it, or I know the local raccoons will eat it. It's a give and a take, baby. It's a give and a take, okay? And again, for those of us who want to be village and you want to build good community around you, especially for those of you who utter the phrase like, who takes care of the strong one, no one takes care of me. Are you the one who's used to, because of your abuse and the things that you survived, you position yourself to be the one who's always giving and nurturing because you don't know how to be poured into? Oh, might have hit a nerve with that one. Welcome to the Speak and Spang. Welcome to the Speak and Spang. Welcome to the Speak and Spang. Welcome to the Speak and Spank. Welcome to the Speak and Spank. Welcome to the Speak and Spank. Yeah, you have to let yourself be poured into. If you're gonna be good village, good community, you can't be the only one pouring into. You can't be the only one who like is there for people who are vulnerable. No, hon, I'm one strong being. I can withstand a lot. My friends know if they need me. My fam knows I am the wall. And oftentimes I've been the end. I have too many times. I've been the last call. And I don't mind because I can do that. I'm not dumb though. When I say in these readings 10,000 strong, I don't just mean the spirits. I do have people I can call. And it amazes me. There are people sometimes. The other day I had a moment when a brother, I was wishing him happy birthday, and he right back to me, and I was like, I'm so lucky you're alive. And he right back shot to me. He was like, you know what, you are on the path. I'm on the path that I'm on because you set me on that path. And I love you. Like, and his message, he said other things, but the message was, it was a reminder of like the people, you don't know who you've affected, and how many people do have your back. Okay. I ain't by myself. I'm not the only strong one here. And I'm not arrogant enough to be and keep the company of folks who can't hold me too. And that makes me even stronger because I have a network of equally strong people who we hold each other back. We hold each other up. We hold each other down. We hold each other in whatever ways we need. So from relationships to financial things to yourself, you got to give and a take. You got to pour in and you got to take. You got to receive. She harvested all these plants, all this fruit, all this. She going to use that, and she should. Yeah, some of it she going to give away because she's part of a unit and a network and a community. Some of it she's going to make things and, distribute that among who she needs to. But a lot of that she's going to do use for herself, as she should. So pour in, pour in, pour in. Pour in, pour in, pour in, pour in. All right, that was intense. And then was just the first two chords. Are we all right? I haven't even checked in with these comments. Are we okay? Go drink your water. See, new people, I told you. Do you see why I told you to grab your comfort items? Because we be getting into it. We be getting into it. We be getting into it. Let me back up these comments just a little bit. Let me back up these comments. Let me back up these comments. Let me back up these comments just a little bit. Alrighty then. Dane, good morning, baby. Said sending you love from Durban, South Africa. This beautiful winter evening, goddess. Oh, yes, darling. I love you so much. Oh, I'm so happy that you like people tune in from everywhere. That makes me feel so good. That makes me feel so good. Jamie Rain, good morning and grand rising, my friends. Hello, my darling. The Spice Kitten, hey, baby. PhD Reed said, Auntie Uncle, I love you. I love you too, baby. I love you too. Yes, I do. Thank you to whoever sent the super chat. I appreciate you. Oh, someone said, have you seen the green amethyst? What? Rogue Wolf 128? No. Best believe I'm gonna be on the look for that when I get off this live, okay? Deacon affirmation box, that's right. Their pronouns are fuck around and find out. Mine are all of them. She, her, they, them, he, king. That's right, baby. Sabrina Wilson said, I'm not scared of the affirmation box. The deacon loves me. Exactly. Exactly. Trina said, I'm back and I got my extra soft cushion because Deacon specializes in fucking around and finding out. Kieran, yes, my love. It was you who sent me the super chat. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Ashley said cornucopia. Yes, that was what was in the first card. All right. Sinclair said, observe, don't absorb. And thank you for being part of the Honey Crew for 6 months, you beautiful being of light. We appreciate all the sugar donut dumplings over here. Over here. All right. Kiara H said the Queen of Pentacles keeps coming for me. Yep. Queen of Pentacles didn't come to play today. Rogue said capitalism is the reason I'm trying to make bartering a thing again. Go back to as much as that as possible. I'm engaged in that too. Especially with my personal community. Yeah. We doing it. We doing it. Okay. Naomi said I am late. No, my love, you already know that you're right on time. Shannon said, you're definitely speaking to me. I'm glad this is hitting, okay? I'm glad this is hitting. Cassie said, haha, taking my meds now, God is king. You better do what you need to do for yourself, my love. I am happy to hear it. Sarah, so much. Thank you so much for your super chat. Naomi, thank you so much for your super sticker. Good Lord. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Angel said, but today I've asked Yamaya and Shango to help me in hearing your voice is therapy for me. Thank you for pulling me out of my darkness. You are welcome. And I am glad that you are here, Angel. I am glad that you are here. Lenora said, I'm here. Just woke up. You were right on time. Rogue said, my comfort just ran away. Lol. Now it's just me and my water. Your comfort will be back. Kitties be doing what they want. They be doing what they want. All right, my dears, let's get into these affirmations, okay? Get ready for some call and response. 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 All right, so let's get it done. All of the things. Repeat after me. I attract abundance in all forms. I attract abundance in all forms. I attract abundance in all forms. I attract my abundance in all forms. I attract 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 abundance in all forms. All right, good people, let's do another affirmation. This is from a quote from Lida Esperanza Garzon. And this is to receive, let go. Repeat after me. I think that's super on point for what we just talked about. To receive, let go. Repeat after me. To receive, let go. 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 Alrighty then, once again, shout out to my moderators, Ashley and Rawflow Energy. If I have another one of my honey dumpling members, because y'all are working hard. Y'all are working hard. Y'all are fielding things, and I appreciate you. If one of my other honey dumpling members wants to be a moderator to help out Ashley and Rawflow, let me know, because y'all are out here blocking. The mods are on it, okay? They're doing an amazing job. And thank you so much. And as you get on it, I'm able to just hide them and keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Alrighty then, this is a quote by Rumi that says, I don't regret how much I love, and I avoid those who repent their passion, okay? So this is one, just listen to it and just take it in. Sometimes, this is a call and response, but sometimes I just want you to take it in, all right? I don't regret how much I love, and I avoid those who repent their passion. I don't regret how much I love, and I avoid those who repent their passion. I don't regret the ones how much I love, and I avoid those who repent their passion. This reminds me of the fact that I absolutely do not regret loving everyone that I've loved, even the ones who've not loved me back, even the ones who threw my love back in my face. They will never again get the opportunity to taste the golden nectar that is my love up close and personal. But I do not regret giving love away, because what I've discovered about love is that it is an endless well when you tap in. And it is a magic that gives back to you. Now, a lot of us, we have been taught that the codependency we gave, that the loyalty we gave was love. And it wasn't that. It wasn't that. We gave loyalty. We gave codependency. Some of us have given real love to the wrong people. But when we're tapped into what love really is, even in those cases, love will still give back to you. Love itself will still give back to you. I don't regret those I've loved, because it has taught me to love myself better. Loving the wrong people taught me where I could love myself better, and where I could love those who were worthy of what I was given, who could recognize what I was given better. And not regretting the love that I have given, that is what led me to understand places where I thought I was giving love, and it was giving codependency. It was giving codependency. It was giving abandonment issues. It was given I wanted someone to be loyal to me. It was given blind loyalty as taught to me by Christianity. Once I understood that, I learned from that experience and can let it go. I don't regret how much I love, and I avoid those who repent their passion. I avoid those who repent their passion. In talking to my friends these days, one of the big things that we have agreed, my close friends, we've all agreed that if there is no passion, we don't want it. And I mean it. And I mean, if in friendships, if there's no passion between us, I don't want it. If there's no passion with lovers, and passion doesn't just need to be sexual and sensual. Passion empowers everything. If there's no passion in my art, even now, I am reapproaching how I post, because a part of me started looking at it like it's a job, and I don't want to frame it like that. When I start to lose my passion in something, then it's easier to be fake, and I don't want that. And it's about reapproaching, reigniting, refinding that reason why you're here. Yeah. Interesting. All right, good people. We are going to move on to Seasons of the Witch Beltane edition. We've got the Phoenix card. Summoned, your flesh rises from the ashes and into the expansive flame of your soul. Baby, you ain't the person you used to be, and you need to honor that. And you need to honor the fact that you can have 3 or 4 rebirths a year, a month, a lifetime, a week. You need to honor each and every time you die to your old self. I was literally the other day, I felt this is the card that's coming for me. There's a couple cards that are coming for me. This right here is a card that's coming for me. The other day, I was literally in the car and I was thinking like, I am not the same person I was a year and a half ago. And I don't tolerate the same things. I can't. It's just different now. There is no way I could backtrack. I'm dead to all of that. I'm dead to all of that. When this comes up in a reading, it's time, honey. It's done. It's cooked. It's done. It's over. It's time to walk full on into the fire and let yourself be renewed. It's time to burn all the bridges to your old self, okay? It's time to say goodbye on a very complete level. Ain't nothing more complete than fire. That changes the chemical makeup and takes a thing down to the essence. As a root worker, baby, I know this to be true. As someone who makes a potion or two, a tincture or 12, a salve or 6, honey, when you add fire to something for a certain amount of time, it changes the chemical action of things. This Phoenix energy is strong. You need to let yourself be done with all that old stuff. Them bad habits, that even them good habits, them places that you used to be. It's time to say goodbye to these places of comfort. Get uncomfortable for a second. It's time to grow into this new skin, this new exoskeleton that's been developing under the surface. It's time to stop fighting it. It's time to, you need to walk head first into it. And yeah, initially it's gonna hurt. I love it when people ask me, did your body work hurt? Yes. Especially when they see this and my stomach. Because my stomach is right up under my breastbone and all the way down. And real OGs who have a lot of tattoos know that that's not the business. That your stomach and your side are the worst. Your chest is the worst. And I'm all up on. Yeah, it hurt. It was painful as hell. And the way pain in my body set up, I don't ever go numb. I don't ever disassociate when the pain is here, physical. No, I'm present. I can't ever escape. No. And it's worth it. And I approach that from an indigenous perspective. I embrace pain from an indigenous and from a kink perspective. I can't run from it. Life is painful at times. There is literally only nothing to do except for it's embrace it. It's a sensation. There is a Zen quote that pain isn't there to cause you misery. Pain there is there to make you more aware. And really, that is the philosophy that I move into pain. It's there to make me more aware of what's going on here. And in the event of a tattoo or a piercing or a modification, it is bloodletting. It is a sacrifice. It's a transition that's happening. And it's a letting out and a letting go that's happening. Lean into it. Stop trying to run from it. Stop trying to run from it. There ain't no epidural for this. And it's taking longer because you're running from it. It's taking so much longer because you're running from it. Temporary reset. I tried to stay comfortable, but spirit overturned everything, flipping tables. When you run from it, it makes it deeper. It stabs harder. Like you literally have to surrender. We're going to talk about that later on in the reading too. But it's Phoenix energy, baby. It's Phoenix energy. You have to be uncomfortable for a minute. You're going to have to be uncomfortable for a minute. No more running. No more running. No more looking away. Look right at it. Look right at it. Look right at it. Because it's going to be over like that. It's going to be over like that. Let me tell you that birth is one of the hardest things for childbearing people to go through. And as long as those minutes and hours are, it's a blip in their life. It's a blip in their life. It's a blip in comparison to the rest of their life. But it's the longest time in their life. Yeah. For them seconds, for them moments, for them hours, it's the longest time in their life. But it's in reality, it's a blip of their life. Same thing with this Phoenix energy. When you win it, it's going to feel like forever. But the more you face it, the quicker it goes. And in the end, it's just going to be a blip of your life. And if you walk into it, you are conscious through it and you breathe through it, it's going to be better. You'll be better for it. I'm going to tell you that this pain walking into this pain on my stomach, walking into this pain, it's a different level. And especially as a survivor and as someone who used body for modification to get over my fear of needles, but also I use body modification to process the amount of physical trauma my body had endured as a child. Walking into that pain allowed me to reprocess how much pain, and because that is being abused and physically abused as a child is when I learned to disassociate. Having this pain on my body, that is what the value, the lesson that this taught me. It taught me, and it allowed me, it gave me a gateway to go and re-walk myself through that pain as a child and receive it and integrate it into myself instead of it being a whole reason, a cause for me to disassociate every time I get hurt. There is a gift when we lean into it. Now, I'm not in any way encouraging you to lean into abusers. I am not saying you need to be a doormat. No. This is not me giving you permission to stay with someone who got all the red flags, who's a walking red flag, and who is a narcissist. No. If you're into pain, honey, there are safe ways to get that done. As a spiritual and otherwise dom, ain't no shame in your game. There are safe and healthy ways to engage in that. Me not talking about you stay with your abuser. Me not say that no. No, no, no. So don't take it as this. Me not giving you permission. No. But outside, when life pain happens, I'm talking about life pain, okay? Yeah, so deal. Phoenix energy is what we're talking about. Lean into it. Let yourself be rebirthed. You ain't going back. We can't go back. Quit trying to lean on to a life that ain't gonna serve you no more. You different now. You different now. You different now. You different now. Let yourself be different now. Ashley said, I respect that so much. The Spice Kitten said, well said, Captain. Thank you to both of you. Cassie Black said, a tiny eternity. Best pain I ever felt, bringing my babies into this world. That's right, it's a tiny eternity. The longest moments of your life, a blip in your life, okay? Maureen said, when you run from it, it gives deeper. Now that's a word I was not expecting. It gives deeper. It gives deeper. That pain, it'll dig in, baby. Yes, yes. Katie Lynn said, Spirit said, I'll take out your knees to make you stop running. Yep. You, listen, I learned early, it dawned on me, Spirit's always going to start with trying to grab your hand. Spirit is going to, unless you are in danger, Spirit is always, universe is always going to use the least amount of force with you to try to get you to get it. Spirit is always going to err on the side of the least amount of force, depending on the level of danger you are in. The more you are hard-headed, the more violent this mug gets. Now, I need you to just watch an episode of Animal Planet, and I need you to understand how brutal Mother Nature is. Do you? That is an example of what the universe gonna do to you. Why are you out here testing the universe like it won't just orca you up? It won't lion pride on the Sengeri you up, okay? Like it won't panda bear you up. Have you seen any of those things move around, get things done? That is what the universe will do to you. The more you stop, you don't be listening. So look, you can either grab the universe's hand and work with the spirits, work with your ancestors, work with yourself, or you can just be drug face first across the hot asphalt. Whatever's your pleasure. Whatever's your pleasure. Monsters and Makeup said, Spirit full on slapped me. The Spice Kitten said, I love using my tattoos as healing or letting go. It's amazing. It's a great gift. I do love those tattoos. Oh, yep. Cassie Langa's got those poachers. Yep, I saw that. I was like, the earth is healing. I celebrate all those times. I love every time that one of them hunters gets got, I be like, yep. I'm not out there, and I know that there are indigenous people who live right alongside them and are cool, okay? There's a whole tribe in Africa who they just have understandings with the local lion prides. That is where it's at. Now, they do conduct spaces where you can go and be with them in the alliance. Now, I would do something like that because ain't nobody hunting nothing, and I am going in up under the energy of the indigenous people, and I'm going to pay attention to whatever protocol they tell me to do, and I'm coming in there respectfully, and I'm literally going to do what I know to do, which is make offerings and talk to the lion spirits, and I'm going to do all of that because I know that's how you get along with Mother Nature. Okay? But everybody else, you out here, I'm Team Orca. Get them all. I don't care. Get him. Get them all. Get them all. Get them all. Get them all. Because I'm just always going to mind my business, and that's going to keep me safe. I'm always going to, deal with Mother Nature the way my indigenous people tell me how to deal with them. My ancestors, how I'm going to do that because that was working before colonization came about. So we're going to keep going. We have Stone Circle. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply, it reflects thy worship into yourself. Okay. So Stone Circle reminds us of the importance of ritual, of the importance of ceremony, and how the importance of and how that everyday things are ritual. Your whole life is ritual. Okay. Here's the thing. I've seen ceremony heal. I've seen people break generational cycles and circles in ceremony and ritual. I myself have been a part of ceremony and ritual that has helped spotlighted cancers in people, and people were able to take that information, go back to their doctors and do something about it. I have been a part of ritual that has shifted my life. The only reason why I'm here doing this for y'all is because I believe so deeply. This ain't about clout. Y'all can check the archive, okay? I've been here for a minute, doing this for a minute, giving medicine for years, honey. See him out, man. Ritual ceremony will do everything for you. Spirit will do everything for you. But also, you got to understand, just like the video I put out, the ritual in the mundane, okay? Your everyday is a ritual. Those small prayers are rituals. The way you care for yourself is a ritual, okay? Remembering those small, tiny rituals, okay? The ritual of cleaning your house, all right? The ritual of self-care, okay? The ritual of cooking food, okay? Being intentional in everything you do, okay? Everything is a ritual. And when you remember that, you can begin to restore sacredness in every part of your life. What one of the biggest crocs that capitalism and white supremacy has done is it has taken the sacredness out of everything. Not just the fun, the sacredness. For everything is sacred, from our sexuality to our gender expressions, to the food we eat and the way we make our food, to our connection with one another, to the cultural nuances that we have. Everything is sacred. There is so much sacredness. So much sacredness. So much sacredness that has been taken from us. So Stone Circle reminds us to restore that. You are brushing your teeth. Those of you who have a problem controlling your mouth, when you brush your teeth, put a ritual with that. Put a ritual with that. When you are brushing your teeth, be mindful about the things that could prey on what comes out of your mouth, okay? When you are brushing your head, or if you are shaving your head, if you're part of the bald baddies like the rest of us, if you are shaving your head, then I want you to apply ritual to that. I want you to apply ceremony. Your head is sacred space. In my traditions, this is very sacred. We don't play with who is allowed to touch our head. It's really, it's a cultural thing that you don't touch random black people's head or hair, but it's also because the indigenous places that we come from, you don't mess with this. This is sacred territory. So being around someone's head is sacred territory, because your thoughts. A lot of indigenous people understand our hair. We have rituals and things around our hair. It's sacred because we understand scientifically, spiritually, this is a sacred place, and you can manipulate a lot about a person on their head. Okay? If you are having problems with your thoughts, you disgruntled, you can't get your thoughts together, ritualize when you're doing your hair. When I said audit your energy, when you're combing your hair in the morning, what are you thinking about? For the next 2 weeks, here's your homework. When you're combing your hair, you're doing your hair, I want you to just watch what goes through your head. Just what are you telling yourself? What types of things are going? Are you talking mess? Are you talking shit about yourself? Are you talking shit about your hair? Are you talking crazy things? Like, what's going on? And then I want you to watch how your day goes. And and again, without judgment, maybe keep a little journal, write in your phone or in a little journal, write down the thoughts that ran through your head. And then after you audit your energy and do that for a couple weeks, then I want you to be intentional. Anytime you're messing with your head, think intentional thoughts, affirmations. Think about your goals, your dreams, and then watch how your day goes. These small rituals, when we recognize how sacred our everyday living is, when we restore everyday sacredness, it's going to make these intentional big rituals, this big magic, even more potent. So you're putting on your makeup. I love makeup, and I'm going to be getting back into it, and I'm going to be doing more avant-garde style makeup, but I love cake face. I love all of that. I love natural face. I love all of that. Makeup has always been for me war paint and playtime, because I'm a thespian, I'm a theater bug, I'm a performer. So makeup for me has been both. It has definitely been warrior space, and it has been theater. It's been glamour. So anytime I'm doing makeup, I think about, and also the spirits that follow me. I am a daughter, I am a son, I am the child of the war spirits and the rowdy spirits, and also the very hyper feminine love spirits, the love gods, like we like pretty shit gods, like all of that. So it's glamour, it's sensuality, it's a lot. Okay, you so much. You could master yourself. There are so many ways that you can master yourself. There are so many ways that you are being mastered because you don't understand the ritualisticness of your day. You don't understand the sacredness of how you're moving through your day. But the powers that be understand it. When you do something repeatedly with a certain frequency of energy, that in itself becomes a spell. So even the route you take to work, notice the things that you notice on the way to work. Like, even does a certain way make you feel better? Does a certain way flow a different way? Notice those things and give into those things. Okay, notice how we are, and humans are creatures of ritual. We like that. We like that. Like, when you notice other animals on the planet, they are too. That comes out in birds, it comes out in the mating rituals of a lot of different animals. We are just animals with thumbs and with thought processes. But understanding, listen, just I'm gonna tell you that your magic will pop off even more. You will access so much more power in yourself when you understand how much. When you take your medication, if you're taking psych meds, if you're taking meds for your body, are you speaking over those things? So as a practitioner and a root worker, when I put the herbs together, I understand their correspondences and what they're going to do. And then I have a vision and I have a goal that I want these things to do, and a reason why I'm putting them together. So in addition to this general purpose that I've brought all these herbs and ingredients together, I put some bass in my voice spiritually, and which means I put the faith in my voice, and I tell them formulations what I want them to do for whatever specific purpose, and they do what I want them to do. When I utilize someone else's magic, if I'm buying someone else's formulation, if someone else's, my friends are all magic, so I always use their products. I use their magic products. I know that they have already done that. But when I buy that product I have a specific thing I'm using it for. So I speak what I want over that. Like, are you speaking into your medication? You taking medication? You know, are you speaking into that? But your anxiety medication, your diabetes medication. Are you praying over that? That is where the ritual of praying over your food came from. Because food is the equivalent of making a potion. All of the herbs that you use, like those herbs and spices, this is edible medicine in different ways. Everything that we spice our food with has a magical correspondence. Oftentimes, dishes were created indigenously because of that. It wasn't about taste. It was about what these things do together. So then you pray over it and you bring it together spiritually. Okay? Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for when I take you to church and drop you off at school. I'm putting you on, okay? But for real, you would y'all better get to it. And like the more you reinforce your magic in all of those little small ways, because here's the thing, the more it's in karate, I believe it's karate in that discipline. I don't know if there is a phenomenon that can be developed called like iron fist, iron forearm, iron leg. And what that is, if y'all ever watch Kill Bill, that sequence is when she has to punch that board over and over and over and every day. And like she's in the middle of that and you can see her hand messed up. So here's the thing. That bone breaks and heals and breaks and heals and breaks and heals. And the way that's happening, that reinforces and makes that space stronger. When they refer to that in like iron fist, that means that part of this person's has been developed to where it's almost like iron, okay? And that's just repeated work. Same thing with me. You want your magic stronger? The more you do these little things, the more you reinforce and you see it work and your faith is reinforced and you see the more you will be able to pull off big things. One thing from the Bible, what faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. All right, Rita said, I was confused, curious, because I've seen where people shave their heads and spiritually that enhances or frees them. But if our hair are as our sensors, then does this losing the hair not affect us? Baby, people contain multitudes, hon. So both of those are true. For some of us, shaving our heads is going to take us to the next level. For some of us, keeping our hair is going to take us to the next level. Because we contain multitudes as humans. And so multiple truths are true. And it depends on where your people are from. This is the difference of when we what white supremacy and colonialism has robbed us is that we are not the same, and that's beautiful. I ain't the same as you. You ain't the same as me. Now, we have a commonality in that we're human. And the thing is, that doesn't make anybody better. Because there are different levels of humanity and different ways we access humanity, multiple truths are true for all of us. The thing about folks who shave their head, there's an acknowledgement you got hair all over your body. So the shaving of the hair doesn't mean you let go of that sensory, because you still have hair in other places in your body. So yeah, for some people, the shaving of the head is. I follow traditions that in certain rituals you shave your head. I shaved my head because my friend who was unalived by a white supremacist belongs to a tradition where our hair is important to us and it is a censor and you keep it. However, in times of mourning, they come from an indigenous perspective where you shave it because it's a sacrifice. And because it's so important. That's an important sacrifice. So I shaved my head initially to honor her tradition. And I happen to be also in part of traditions that shaving your head from my tradition can take you up to a different level. And it is done in an initiatory perspective in some initiations. I hope that answered your question. All right, y'all. So get your big ritual on, get your big ceremony on. Speaking of, new moon is tomorrow. Yes, you will be doing a reading. So no, there will be no video that is dropping. I'm going to be coming to you live tomorrow. But get your big rituals on, your new moons, your full moons, okay? Get your message, get your big coven rituals on. I miss a coven ritual, honey. I'm getting back to that. But like, get your big rituals, your big protection ritual, but also understand that your everyday ritual is important, and everything you do every day is a ritual. So again, you want to master yourself, look at your everyday ritual, use that. You want to master what's going in and coming out of your mouth, even if you're having problems with what you're putting in when you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing that. Talk about it, make that a ritual. Do you not feel good about how you look? Will make washing your face a ritual. Okay, I recently, and again, I'm a child of the goddesses who pamper, honey. We love, like, I am I love and that is exactly my personality. I will go to war. Let's get dirty, let's get bloody. I don't care. I'm a dirty leader, honey. I will be in front line with you. I'm not gonna be in the back leading. No, I'm on the front lines with you. We getting dirty together. Okay. But also, when we're done, you take me to the spa. I need my nails done. I need my feet done. I need a massage. Drape me in gold, darling. I need milk baths and facials. You need to rub me down. The best moisturizer, honey. Nothing cheap over here. Okay, we extremes. We're doing all the things. We're doing all the things. We're doing all the things. Okay, pour in to yourself. So a ritual. But with that being said, I recently stepped up my skincare in the last 4 years, honey. And the ritual I go through every morning, the way I slather on self-love, my skincare has become armor, baby. Armor. The way I affirm myself and my ancestors when I am out here, money, everything is a ritual. Master yourself. All right. You having low self-esteem problems? You need to lotion up your body every day, pouring love into yourself. You need to, when you're washing them legs, you need to be pouring into yourself. There's a part of your body you don't like, that you ritualize your moisturization. Most of that stuff got water in it. Y'all know you can program water. At this point, that's something that's been around the internet for a long time. Speaking to your lotion, okay? And rub it in and rub that good energy into you, okay? Let's see. Rebecca, happy birthday to you, baby. Rebecca Town said, today's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, baby. I'm glad you're spending some time with us. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, so we're going to move on. Oh, yep, that was the last of that one. Let me pull some affirmations. Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right. Once again, that Cash App is LadySpeech, that Venmo, LadySpeech Sankofa, that PayPal, LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Repeat after me. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud with who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud with who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud with who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud of who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud with who I'm becoming. I'm good with who I am. I'm proud with who I am becoming. All right, y'all, we're going to do another affirmation. Repeat after me. I release worry. 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 All right, all right, all right. We getting it in. How we doing? I know a lot of people some things clicked on when I was talking about everyday ritual. I saw some comments where a lot of you were like, okay, okay. Rita said, Lady Speech, thank you, love. I have been so curious to ask, but was scared. My hair means everything to me and admire the shaving of your head. I find it freeing and very brave. I'm so glad you asked, baby. I am so glad you asked. I am so glad you asked. And I'm glad that I could answer that for you, darling. Remember? Well, there are some not so great questions, but that wasn't a dumb or a bad question. That was a good question. And I can see why that would be curious. But again, like it's a thing that we just have to decolonize ourselves. Like we just have to decolonize ourselves and remember all of the ways are right. Like all of those ways are right. For some of us, our ancestry connected to the earth and the spirits a certain way because of our differences. And that is nothing wrong. It's everything to be celebrated. It's everything to be celebrated because it is when we get into the way we are different, we then find out how so similar we are and how so much of that is based in the same thing. I can do what I did for my friend because I am so connected to who I am and my spirituality. So I can walk intentionally into a practice to honor her in her indigeneity because I recognize in my soul how precious this is. We come from the same perspective. We execute it in a different way. And because I honor myself, I can walk in her tradition in via invitation, not appropriation, and honor her and her tradition and be received by her ancestors and be received by her. Okay. So I'm glad that you could ask that question here and you asked it in a very respectful way. So thank you for that. Pamela, thank you so much for your super sticker. She said needed that today, or they said needed that today. Jasmine said I had a dream about cutting my hair and I believe it's a symbol of me regrowing. That's right, darling. And the cutting off your hair is symbolic and is good. I suggest if it's good for your tradition, everybody do it at least once because it'll free you. It'll free you. All right. Misty said, I came in on having faith to move mountains. Perfect echo for my week. That's right. That right. Tanya said, this is speaking to me. Charlie said, I guess I'll be praying over my Prozac. I'm telling you. Baby, if you take meds, I don't know why you're not putting them by y'all crystals. Like, I would be doing that. I would put my supplements by my crystals. Yeah, all the magic, everything. You pray over your food? Why you ain't praying over your medication? Do it. I bet you see how things affect you. Watch how things shift for you. Did we do affirmations? I think we did. But if we didn't, let's just do another one just in case. Before we move on, repeat after me. My non-binary body is beautiful. Again, sometimes we have affirmations that are very general and for all of us. Sometimes they're for targeted people. This is a great moment to remind you that your favorite Auntie Captain Goddess King is gender fluid. All of the pronouns she, her, they, them, he, king. If you're non-binary, I want you to say, my non-binary body is beautiful. If you are not non-binary, just say, non-binary bodies are beautiful. Repeat after me. My non-binary body is beautiful. 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 Priestess, I love priestess coming in with our non-binary body is beautiful. That's also acceptable as well. My non-binary body is beautiful. My non-binary body is beautiful. Yes, Lord, yes. Okay, we're gonna move on to the African Goddess Rising deck. We have Iset, Aset, Isis. You might know her by a few names, okay? And here she's Iset. And this is about surrender, all right? You up in this reading, so obviously you believe in something. You believe in Jesus. You believe in somebody, Jehovah Jireh, the Orisha, the spirit, something. Okay, so let me tell you something. Sometimes you gotta let go and let God. I know that comes from the Christian space, but sometimes they right, sometimes what they saying. And That's a thing, no matter what denomination. Sometimes you got to let go and let God, okay? You think I'm out here by myself? One of the things about being a strong person is that's what your faith should be pouring into. You know, in the beginning of this, we talked about that, that you need to be focused on the giving and the taking. It's not good to just be a giver. If you're out here just being someone who gives and gives and gives, and you're not taking from life, you're not taking from your experiences, you're not eating from those things, that you are part of the imbalance. And it's not good on the other side if all you do is take and you never give, okay? Baby, your spirituality, if you are out here making offerings, if you're out here praying all the time, if you're out here making your feast days, if you are got your altars up and it's not pouring into you, something's wrong. Because I'm gonna tell you, when nothing and no one can carry me, these spirits do. When everything and everyone can carry me, these spirits still do. These people, this faith anchors me. It secures and has enhanced every part of my life. And it is because I've surrendered to it. I've surrendered to my power. I've surrendered to and it gives right back. Now, from the Dom perspective, I'm going to tell you this. Submission and surrender on any and every plane is never the admittance of being less than. As someone who is a Dom, who understands very intimately why someone who would give me their submission, and as someone who gets submission from other Doms and from other powerful people, there ain't nothing less than about anybody who comes to me. They do it because they will become more with me. I am God, and so are you. When you go to God, you become more of that entity's child, which is a blessed being of light and greatness. That's what you are. You become more with. You become more with. And you know, AVG said, as a survivor, surrendering is so hard. Submitting is the scariest thing, but I want to get there. As a switch, I understand. And as a survivor, I understand. And you can do it when you're safe. It'll be easier when you're safe. When you're safe, it'll be natural. When you're safe, it'll be instinctual. When the person and the people who are worthy of you giving your submission to appear, it will just happen. You'll desire it. And it won't be as hard. It's hard because people ain't safe out here. It's hard because you've been messed up and messed over. For me, spirit was the first, and they've never let me down. My Dom is spirit. I'm always safe with them. And they've proven themselves time and time again. That's the great thing about my faith. It keeps getting reinforced because I keep dealing with the things and the people and the energies that I'm supposed to be dealing with. Submitting and surrender is hard. But I want you to remember that life is hard. You've done other hard things. So when you're ready, you'll be able to do it. And yes, you will get there. Yes, you will get there. You'll get there. And also, you have to understand that empowered piece. So many of us, because of indoctrination in Christianity and the Abrahamic religion, submitting is such your force. No, you don't sit. It's interesting. I do. So it's so funny. I always think about the fact that, like, a lot of my subs are taller than me. A lot of my subs are bigger than me. When y'all meet me, so many of you are like, in my head, you're 6'4". My government height is 5 foot. My real height is 20 feet tall. Never forget that. But my government height is like 5 foot. Anyway. I love doing my sub and slave ceremonies with them in their full height, actually. I love it. I love when they are standing in their glory and I'm like physically lower than them. I love doing my ceremonies like that because it's a symbol. I want them to always remember you are full in your power in this situation, hun. And you are giving it to me. And even as you are giving it to me, I want you to remember that I respect how big you are. I see how big you are. I'm not here to diminish you. I'm here to enhance you. I'm here to make you even bigger. Your submitting and surrender to me will do nothing but make you taller, energetically and spiritually. A good Dom will do that for you. You will feel fully empowered when you submit. You will not feel at all diminished. You will feel so whole and so big. You will feel you in your completeness. Give it to gold. This is also some of the reason why some of y'all spells ain't working, because you keep worrying. I just completed a spell. I always be doing spells, but like I just completed a kind of a big one, removing someone from my life. Like they had my name in their mouth, and they're never gonna have my name in their mouth ever again, unless it's to directly pay me. Unless it's to say I have a check for you. I'm a sorry individual. That is the only thing they'll ever say my name for again. But I'm not questioning that. It's done, it's done. I know it's done. I gave it to Creator. I'm not worried. I'm not gonna revisit it. I know that it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and I know that I'm gonna get the results and the confirmation when I get the results and I get the confirmation. When you've done a working and you keep messing with it, when you've done a spell and you keep tampering in it, when you just won't let it be, when you just won't let it get it done, like that a lot of times messes up your magic. That messes up the prayer. You end up blocking your blessing, okay? You end up blocking your blessing, okay? So surrender, let it go, okay? Let it go, all right? The other message to this is you need to surrender to your greatness. Surrender to your talents. Why are you holding back? You need to surrender to this new life. We talked about that Phoenix energy early, that rebirth energy. You need to surrender to your power. You need to surrender to your skills. You need to surrender to your leadership, the leadership you're supposed to walk into. You need to surrender to your magic and how powerful you are. Some of you ain't using your magic to protect yourself because you don't surrender to it. You won't surrender to the fact that you have it. That's why things are wonky in your world. One of my favorite movies is Practical Magic. I love me that movie. But what happened because she didn't surrender, both of them, they didn't really surrender. In the beginning, they was kind of surrendering. Everything got messed up. And then trouble came their way, trouble that they made for themselves. But what got them out of that trouble that they made from themselves? What got them out of that? It was their surrendering to their power. Surrendering to their power. Surrendering to their power. You can undo a whole lot of craziness in your life. You can undo a whole lot of the curses that you've thrown at yourself. You can undo a whole lot of the unlucky things that you're going through that you've given yourself by simply surrendering to you, surrendering to your power, surrendering to your greatness, surrendering to your skills, surrendering to the fact that you got the juice, surrendering to the fact that you the one. Surrender. All right, y'all, we are on to the next card. It's Tanit, and it's pleasure. As in pleasure is medicine, as in you need to pursue it. Now, most of us, because in this hypersexualized society that uses it as a weapon, we only first, when we hear that word, we shoot to sexual, sensual. But pleasure is not just that. What pleases you intellectually? What pleases you emotionally? You know, as someone who is neurospicy and is a big sensory seeker, I used to wonder why all the times. One of my favorite things to do is to run my hand across that layer, that fine layer of hair that I possess. Or there's times when like I'll zone out or disassociate, or not even disassociate, but like I'll get in this place of stemming and deep processing, and like I need to rub, like, and it brings me so much pleasure. And a lot of my stemming has to do with bringing me pleasure. What brings you pleasure, physically? From the big things to the small things, non-sexual things. Pleasure as medicine, engaging in your joy, engaging in your bliss. Also, a lot of us are overdoing our vices because you are not engaging your pleasure. A lot of you aren't surrendering completely to your pleasure when you're in it, so you overdo your vices. A lot of us don't know what brings us pleasure because we've been imitating, we've been people pleasing for too long. What brings you pleasure? Engaging it and being present in it. Being present in it. What brings you pleasure? What brings your inner child pleasure? One thing that never fails to light the little girl in me up is gummy bears. And I was on my hard-boiled gummy bears for a long time, but as soon as I discovered the Albanese gummy bears and gummy worms, the adult person and the little child in me was satisfied. But that eating gummy bears just lights the little person in me and on fire. Fruit snacks. I did a whole reel about that. Fruit snack. I love me a fruit snack. I don't care how old I am. I will never refuse a fruit snack. I have eaten a lot of diverse, gourmet, indigenous food. Love me a fruit snack. I always want a fruit snack, baby. I always want a fruit snack. What brings you pleasure? What brings you pleasure? What books brings you pleasure? What tickles your brain? What tickles your fancy? Use it as medicine. Use it as medicine and be fully present as you are engaging it. Rita said, how do we surrender to our pleasure? I'm so blocked and controlled. I know it stems from my traumatic childhood. That is first. You cannot surrender to your pleasure until you commit to unraveling some things. And once you commit to unraveling some things, you're going to take it slow. You're going to start with the little things like, do you have a favorite meal? Well, get that favorite meal for yourself and make an experience out of it. And then savor it. Step by step, savor that experience and process it in the present. And then if any blocks come up during that experience, unpack that in your journal, in your art, with a therapist, with your friends. If you have problems surrendering to your pleasure, then you know that there's some unraveling and some intentional unblocking that needs to happen. Yep, Rogue Wolf 128 says shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. So many people cannot. As a survivor, I can say that, like, I've had a lot of blocks. In my younger year, I had a lot of blocks. It's interesting. I had a lot of blocks, and in a lot of cases I didn't. There were ways in which I engaged in pleasure, but I overindulged it, and I wasn't present in it. And then but when it was time to intentionally be present in it, I could not facilitate it at all. When it came to me using it for service and to service other people, I could easily access it. but I couldn't be all the way present or even enjoy it. But that was due to the nature of my abuse. Lots of shadow work, baby. Lots of prayer work. It's ceremony, ritual. Earlier in the reading, we talked about ritualizing your life. Starting there. Starting there. And what you'll find is you might then start enjoying. For me, washing my face isn't a chore. Like going to taking care of myself, because I ritualize that, because I ritualize my showers, because I've ritualized and ceremonialized the washing of my face. Those aren't things I'm like, oh, I gotta wash my face in the morning. No, I'm like, no, I'm excited to get in here because that's glamour magic. Because I'm literally like, I put my affirmations. My first and go-to affirmation when I'm doing that is, may the God in me see and salute the God in everyone else, and may the God in everyone else see and salute me. I say that 90% of the time. Like I throw all the affirmations, and I'm dealing with water when I'm washing my face. When you're saying the water is highly programmable, so I'm putting that on over I'm washing that into me. My skin is absorbing that to some degree and, capacity. That has become a deep pleasure. Like my mind and my body know that it's gonna get loved on. So now something that was a chore, because I've ritualized it, has become a pleasure. So try that. That might work for you. It might work for you, baby. It might work for you. Kieran said, I made sure to thank the water for the healing I received. Yep. Raw flow energy. Shadow work is ghetto as fuck, but it's necessary. If that ain't 100% the honest to God truth, it is the ghetto. You feel like you're walking down an abandoned street getting beat up. You're just like, oh. You know what? Shadow work is that. Shadow work is walking down a dark alley, but the thing is, the dark alley is you. Like, the dark alley is you. But you're getting like trash cans thrown at you from randomly, like sinkholes happen. You get pulled into corners and just randomly pummeled and then pushed back out. You miraculously like become better. Like as you're walking, you're like, oh, I got a new jacket. I got some new clothes, but like you're still just getting beat up. You're still getting beat up. It's a ghetto. I'm never ever. Again, we don't do toxic positivity over here. It is not for the faint of heart. I am clear about why people don't do it. I don't judge people no more. In my 20s, I used to judge people. I don't judge people no more. I be like, girl, I know why you don't do your shadow work. You get beat up. I know. Sinkholes and like pulled into random dark like doorways. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Actually, shadow work is kind of fun too, because you can find some mystery places. Like, oh, look at this door. Random fun behind this door. I have like had some great fun, but also shadow work is ghetto. It makes you a better person, okay? But you got to walk down that gauntlet of that dark alleyway of yourself in order to get to this a lot of times. A lot of times. And this is actually why I love the kink world, because it is a space where I can facilitate in myself and others pleasure and shadow work and all of that. And not everybody does that with this world, but I love to mix and match all of that. Like there's a lot of shadow work things that get confronted in the worlds that I participate in and create. And especially with people that I've made a community out of, we are able to explore crazy things in some of the healthiest ways and in controlled ways where we can all guarantee safety for one another. It's just a great world. I love being in it. But yeah, it's ghetto. It can be so wild. It can be so wild. Deja R said, where can I get the shirt that you are wearing? Give me a second. Where did I get this shirt? Amazon. I ordered it off Amazon. That's where I got it. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, y'all. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some. All right, this is for my trans family. So if you don't identify as trans, I just want you to say trans bodies are beautiful. If you do, you're going to say my trans body is beautiful, or as some people say, our trans body is beautiful. But again, if you're not trans, I want you to just say trans bodies are beautiful. If you are, our trans bodies are beautiful, or my trans body is beautiful. Okay, repeat after me. My trans body is beautiful. 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 Or trans bodies are beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. Trans bodies are beautiful. And this shirt is, I've seen a couple of people wear it. So if you can find like, not a couple of people wear it, but I've seen a couple of different kind of companies. I've seen this echoed in other companies. So if you can find it from like a local space or black owned space or brown owned space, I would suggest that. Alrighty then. Let's see. So this is for folks who identify and who are Black. If you don't, just say blackness is timeless and evolving. Blackness is ancient and new. And if you are Black, then we're going to say my blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. My blackness is timeless and evolving. My blackness is ancient and new. Alrighty then. Let's do another affirmation. This affirmation says, energy spent loving is never a loss. 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 So we're going to move on. Once again, we are going to pop in with the oldie but goodie. First off, let's hydrate. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor. All right, now let's get into the Oracle Poggz deck. Moon Pumpkin is in the building. Moon Pumpkin is in the building. So once again, if you want your own Oracle Poggz, please go to moonpumpkin.com. That'll be listed in the description once this video is posted, okay? First and foremost, we have the cope, celebrating our pure emotions, all right? This is a friendly reminder that grief is not linear and neither are any of the emotions that you possess, okay? So you need to make space for them. You need to process them, okay? Grief is hella funny. You will be just fine on a random Wednesday, and then a commercial will come on, and you won't be fine for the next 48 hours because you are remembering your loved one that you have lost. And that's okay. Grief is not linear. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to grieve. Give yourself permission to grieve. On the flip side, give yourself permission to be happy. Understand that sadness and happiness and multiple emotions can't coexist at the same time. Understand that you contain multitudes and it's okay. Embrace your, feel them. Feel them. Stop running from them. Sit with them. Challenge your irritation. Earlier, we talked about auditing our energy. Audit your emotions, but audit your irritation, audit your frustration. Why does this one person frustrate you so much? Is it because you see your reflection in them? I always stop and when someone is just grating my nerves for no reason, or when something small that they've done or if they just do everything that they do annoys me, I always stop myself. What is going on, and why is this person getting to you? And it obviously has nothing to do with them. How, what are they reflecting inside of you? Why are you so passionate about them? Because it's never about them. It's about me. It's about me. 99 times out of 10, it's about me. Okay. What's up under there? There's a certain type of personality that the way it expresses itself in times of need would come across to me as weak. And I would immediately, it would bring up a predator instinct in with me. Like, I'd want to smack the shit out of them. I'd want to, like, go after them. And as I matured, I was like, what is that? Why do you feel that way about these people? And about this certain personality type, regardless of color, regardless of gender. And it wasn't finally until I was like, because that's how I perceive myself. And there was a part of their behavior that I behaved at when I was at my weakest. And I didn't like that part of me. It was never about them. It was all about what they triggered and the way that they reflected a space in me that where I felt weak, and how I had demonized that, how I had demonized weakness and demonized it as less than. So attacking them was a way of attacking it inside of me. And when I realized that personality type stopped annoying me like that. I would be like, it does not annoy me no more, because I did it. Bye, Ashley. Because I attacked it inside of me. Okay, so get up under that. Do you find yourself complaining all the time? Why? Are you never focused on anything good? Is everything always, can you never find the good in a situation? Does every little thing irritate? Get up under that. Get up under that. Get up under that. Also, a lot of times, thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate you. You and Raw Flow are on it. Okay. Again, we're gonna get a couple more mods in the building. Y'all were on it today. Y'all got it because it was a lot. So, but cope with them, baby. Cope with them, and understand that all of the emotions that you are experiencing are human. Okay, are human. All right. Yep. We got Spice Kid in the building, handling business. Yes. And then Raw Flow. Yep. All right. And Moon Pumpkin is in the building. Sweet. I love it. Y'all handle it. I appreciate y'all so much. But yeah, let it go, y'all. Let it go. Moon Pumpkin said, I feel the most irritation when I don't have permission to be myself around that person. Either I feel like I can't tell them the truth, or they have shown me that. Thank you for 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 that. Because I think that's something that a lot of people don't think about. I can say this. I get my aggression, my meanness comes up for the same reason. I can get really mean and really like aggressive at a lot if I feel like I can't be safe around you, or if you're not safe around me. Is if I don't feel like I'm safe. What am I trying to say? If I don't feel like I'm not safe around you, if I feel like I can't be myself around you, if I feel like you aren't going to protect me, it is easy for me to get real irritated and for me to get real aggressive with folks if I feel like I'm in danger. And it took me a minute to figure that out. And once I did, I was able to be like, okay, so this is not a person I can be around, because then I was like, because they're not. That feeling was valid. They weren't going to keep me safe. They weren't someone that I could. So then the answer to that question is not to be aggressive to them, but to get from around them or to address that situation. So get up under it, cope with it, be with it, get up under it, get up under it. But yeah, that's super important. If I feel like I can't be myself, if I feel like I can't be my full everything, then that'll make me get real irritated with you real quick. and it'll make me lash out so that you can remove yourself from my space. Because like there's a part of me that doesn't feel like since I don't feel you should remove yourself from my space, but also because of maturity and growth, I can be like, recognize it and go, I'm grown as hell, I could just leave. And so I do. I ain't gotta stay around you. I ain't gotta tolerate that. I ain't gotta stay around you. I ain't gotta tolerate that. All right, y'all. Hold on to your branches. Ugh. This one might hurt. This is the mummy. Now, you see he's the mummy. He's all bandaged up and things of that nature. But I want you to notice that some of his bandages are loose. He could get loose from this. Now, the thing about this mummy energy is, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling a little bit, if you're dealing with a situation that kind of got you boxed in? Well, one of the messages, the prominent message from this card or from this oracle Poggz is, what did you do to contribute to that? And what are you going to do to unravel yourself from that? See, a problem that some people are running into with why the goals ain't goaling, why the dreams ain't dreaming, why the accomplishments ain't accomplishing, it's not because of anybody else, it's because of you. It's because of you. It's because of you. I have a friend who's got the $1 million idea, great business model, they got everything they need, they won't advertise their business. They have the budget and the money to do so. They won't. So now they're in a position where they're not bringing in any money, and it's not the community's fault. And they won't look at that. They literally won't be like you don't advertise. And putting up a social media post every once in a while about it isn't going to cut it. No. You need to market. And there's ways you can do it. You can customize it and do it your way. You don't have to do what everybody's doing, but you do got to get the name out there, and you're not getting the name out there, so it's nobody's fault. It's yours. They've prayed for the $1 million idea. They got it. They prayed for the resources that they need. They got it. They have a foundational team to move them to the next step. They have that. They won't do what they need to do on their end. And this is suffering. How did you wrap yourself up in this position? How did you contribute to this? Are you in a relationship that's a kind of abusive, but did you see them red flags and ignore them? Huh? Huh? You better look at that. You better look at that. Huh? How did you contribute to that? Sometimes you'll pray for help to get out of a situation, and Spirit won't let you get out of it until you acknowledge how you contributed. I've seen that before. Spirit is not going to let you escape that until you figured out how you had your hands in it too. Yeah, somebody else hurt you. Yeah, somebody else did that. But how did you get in there? Did you blatantly ignore their lessons? Did you blatantly ignore when they said, don't do that? Did you blatantly ignore? Huh? Spirit's going to keep you right there until you can raise your hand and be like, I know exactly what I did here. Spirit's not judging you, but if you can't see that, what good is them rescuing from that? That's like them plucking there's this video of this goat that was screaming for help because it got stuck in the ditch and it could not get out. So these people got this goat out the ditch, and literally the goat said boop ba doop ba doop boo, and went right back in the ditch. And they were like, Lord help us. And what did the goat start doing? Screaming for help again. Is that you? I'm just saying, unwrap yourself. And the thing is, you ain't know the whole thing isn't your fault. Yes, you did contribute. Look at that. No, it's not your fault. But yes, like, where did you contribute to that? Okay. Like, where did you? Because, like, it can be indicative of a pattern that you need to address. It can be indicative of a place where you're problematic and you're not admitting it. It can be indicative of a pattern of self betrayal that you are engaging in. Okay? Like, where are you contributing to that? And there's definitely times in this in where it's not your fault. It's definitely times where you didn't do anything. You've been living your life, you're handling business, and something wild and crazy happens because life is like that. Like, there are times, but oftentimes we the one who jumped in the ditch. We the one who put ourselves there. And we the one who didn't listen to all of the things that we need to listen to. We were willingly hard-headed. Sometimes spirit ain't gonna get you out of it until you can say, this is what I did to help this situation along, and this is what I can do to avoid this is what I can do to not. All right. All right, let's do some affirmations. That one hit us hard. That one hit us hard. That one hit us hard. That one hit us kind of hard. So let's do some affirmation. Repeat after me. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. My gratitude is an absolute magnet for the manifestation of all I want. Okay? Thank you goes a long way. Thank you is a most sacred and holy prayer. And I'm going to tell you that, like, that has been the difference. That makes the difference a lot in my day. When I get up in the morning and I either write my gratitude list or I say my gratitude list of 10 things that I'm grateful for and why, I notice a difference between my day. The way that blankets the day, and the way, like, I'm shown gratitude from people, and the way that I can appreciate things more automatically shifts the day. So making sure that we are showing gratitude for the things. Moon Pumpkin, thank you for your super chat. I love you. Darcy Duke said this whole reading has been healing. So happy I could catch it live. Thank you so much for your usual greatness in delivering the message. You are welcome, my dear. Janine Bloom said, what's your favorite color? Purple and black. Purple and black. Lady Lotus said, yes, sensuality and connected to your sensual body and energy. Yep, it's all sacred. That's right. Misty said, don't jump back in the ditch. Exactly. Monsters in makeup. It got you. It's okay to cry, baby. It's okay to cry. Darcy Dukes, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. Thank you. The Monsters in makeup. You know what? I deserve to be here. Yeah, this speak and spank was coming for us. The speak and spank was coming for us. Moon Pumpkin, how are you gonna take my oracle box and spank me with? Ladies, it's just making me bleed my own blood. I love you so much. Oh, Ravlo Energy, thank you for reminding them for that financial appreciation. Oh, Shanae is in the house. I am so deeply grateful for you, Zay, and I am rooting for you over here. I love you. So good to hear you. Thank you. I love the fact that y'all are here. I love you and say so much. Oh, all right, y'all. Let us do some. Did we do some affirmations? I never know. But we're gonna just do some more, cause I don't care. If I'm healthy, I am so very blessed. I don't like that phrasing. Because you're blessed whether or not you're healthy or not. All right, let's do this one. Children are the reward of life. Also, this is not like we pro child free over here. We are pro children over here. We are pro choice over here, okay? But I also come from an indigenous village perspective. So even if you are child free, they're part of the village and we love and appreciate the babies, okay? So repeat after me. Children are the reward of life. And this don't mean like you got to have kids, okay? Being a good influence on some kids is great. Being around kids is great. Kids are great. You ain't gotta like them or raise them. Children are the reward of life. 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 Emperor Bree said my daughter watched with me. Shout out to you, to Lenora. Shout out to y'all who be bringing your kids to church because I appreciate you because you know I love the babies. And Moon Pumpkin and I, we don't think we forgot. We're going to do the puppet show. We're going to do the puppet show, okay? I am focused on some things for the next like 6 months. I'm in the background doing some writing and some planning. We're going to do that. We're going to do a kid show. Y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. Let's do another affirmation. Apparently spirit wants us focused on abundance, baby. Repeat after me. I am financially abundant and money comes to me naturally. I am financially abundant and money comes to me naturally. I am financially abundant and money comes to me naturally. I am financially abundant and money comes to me naturally. I am financially abundant and money comes to me naturally, because it does. All right, you guys, last cards in the reading, baby. This speak and spank has been a lot, so y'all make sure aftercare is a thing. Eat your food, okay? Go eat some food, get some nourishment, drink some water, pamper yourself, love on yourself, you know what I'm saying? Jiggle your fiddle, if you know what I mean. There's kids here, so we'll be good. Handle your business, but love on yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. We've had this twice. This came up in the Moon Pumpkin Oracle Poggz, and it's coming up here. Honor your emotions. Honor your emotions. Honor your rage. Honor your sadness. Honor it. Make space for it. Make room for it. Honor it. Honor it, process it, feel it, and then release it. You honor your emotions by not denying them, by letting them be present, by letting yourself feel them, and then by releasing them. Release them. Release it, okay? Honor your emotions. Quit running from them. Your rage is sacred. Quit running from it. It gets destructive. Your anger gets destructive. It gets destructive to you and other people when you don't honor it. Your rage gets destructive and it hurts you and other people when you don't honor it. When you honor it, you're going to express it. You're going to direct it in productive and as healthy ways as you can. Honor your emotions. Cry it out, okay? And honor them the way they need to get out in your body, all right? Honor them the way they need to get out in your body. Move your body. Move your body. I don't care if the gym might work for some of you. Powerlifting might work for some of you. Yoga might work for some of you. For some of you, it's sex. For some of you, it's dancing. For some of you, it's all of that. I don't care what it move your body. Get to know and understand where things live in your body. Where does your happiness live in your body? When you are happy, I want you to notice where that settles in your body. Does it settle in your head? Does it settle in your feet? Does it settle in your hands? Does it settle around your heart? When you get angry, where does that go? Do you feel it in your shoulders? Do you hold it in your back? A lot of us who've experienced sensual and sexual trauma, we store that fear. All of us, it's by the lower chakras. It's in the hips. That's where it goes for all of us. It's in the hips. Work them hips, baby. Work them hips. It's interesting. Everything that goes on, all disease in the body is disease in the spirit, and there is a correlation. When you get older, it's interesting to me because for what I know and what I associate with what is held in the knees and what is held in the hips, it's interesting in Western worlds that as we get older, them hip surgeries and them knee surgeries are needed a lot. And on a spiritual level, that means a very particular thing. Where are you holding your energy? Where are you storing things? Where are you storing your brightness? Where are you storing your love? Where are you storing that? We only really talk about where we store the nasty things a lot in our body, but we store all 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 of our emotions in our body. Move your body. This is why movement is important as much as you can, as much as your body is able. Okay? Understanding, not trying to be all in my ableism, understanding that like folks have a different level. So as much as you can, okay, where you can, okay, and even just the acknowledging of it, if it can be stimulated outside from massages, with chiropractic work, with positive touch, all right. Be aware of that. Express your emotions. Give them space to be and honor them. All right. It is your job to honor your emotions first. It is your job to understand them first. Okay. Be with them first and quit demonizing your emotions. All right. This is when we don't allow ourselves access to all of our emotions. You know what can take up residence and rule us more easily? Shame. Shame. The more you process yourself, the more that you process your emotions, shame can't really live there. The more you are in the practice of process and making space for your emotion, shame it cannot hold you. The more you process your emotions, the more that you are able to be at one with your emotion. Even guilt don't hold you hostage like it does when you don't process your emotions. Okay? Be one with your emotions. So this is the water guardian. You having a problem with that? Work with water. Work with water. Get your behind into the river. If you can swim. I can't swim. I'm taking some lessons. The spirits would literally tell me, the voodoo spirits was like, you got to take swimming lessons so that you can be in the ocean and give us our offerings. And I'm like, I can rent a boat. Some bougie American shit. Can I just pay someone to take me on a boat, take me in the middle of the ocean, and give you guys your offerings? And they were like, no, you will get someone to take us on a boat, but you go jump your ass in the ocean and give it to us yourself. And I was like, the things we do for spirit. But in the end, I know why I didn't learn how to swim. It's not just about that. There are certain spirits that there are some of my spirits that just live in the ocean, and I need to go be with them from time to time. I need to play in the deeper parts. So just go be with the ocean. Go be with the river. Go be with even in your shower, like your baths. Like just be with the water when you're washing your face, when you're taking your bath. Like, let the water be one, ritualize that. Like we just talked about that earlier in the reading about ritualizing your everyday life. One of the things that I do that I have trained myself to do that's part of my morning routine is when I get up in the morning, I have a series of thank yous that I do. Like when I wake up in the first thing I say either out loud or in my head is thank you. Then if I don't have to go pee immediately, I literally put my hands on my body and I thank my body. Then I thank the day. I thank anybody that I'm going to be interacting with for interacting with me in the day. Like even though I don't know all of who I'm going to interact with, I thank everybody I'm going to be interacting with. And then when I go into the bathroom and I wash my hands and I brush my teeth and I wash my face, when I turn that water on, the first thing I do is I thank water. I thank it for being here. I thank it for being an ancient deity. I thank it for being a part of God, a part of Goddess. I think it's for its teachings, and I really give myself over into the emotional part of myself, and I really commune with water on that space. And there's been a lot of healing that happens. Just again, In the ritualization of understanding that element, do you understand how ancient water is? One of your first ancestors. Okay? When we talk ancestor veneration, baby, if you don't think the water itself is part of that, you're tripping. Understanding that basic, most potent element, one of the most magical elements on this planet, you commune with it every single day, but you do it mindlessly. Let's get back to doing it purposely, okay? So get with water. This is also about regulating your emotions. A lot of us grew up in environments where we didn't learn how to do that, and you're not the best at regulating your emotions. Again, I have a friend who isn't that great at regulating her emotions, and that is ruling her life. Because of that, easily irritated, easily irritated, easily quick to anger, not in control of that at all. And she absolutely is controlled by every little thing that happens in her life because she's not able to regulate her emotions. And she wasn't taught to regulate her emotions because her parents weren't taught to regulate their emotions, because everybody in the last few generations has been in survival mode. We're not going to judge ourselves. That's one thing we're not going to do. What we're not going to do is sit here and judge ourselves for it, but we're going to acknowledge what has happened. We're going to look at the story. We're going to say that's what happened, and this is where it is. And if we have the resources and the privilege to do something about it, we're going to do something about it. We're going to get into that privilege and those resources and do something about it. We're going to do some research. We're going to learn how to regulate our emotions. We're going to watch us some videos. We're going to read us some articles, take us some classes. We're going to learn us some things. We're going to do some meditations, deep breathing, and we're going to learn how to regulate ourselves. This society doesn't want you to regulate yourself. It wants you to be as dysregulated as possible. It wants you to be thrown off on every single plane that you function because it is so easy to control you. You are such a better slave. You are such a better consumerist if you are only focused on survival. Master yourself. And part of mastering yourself is mastering your emotions. And mastering your emotions doesn't mean you are stoic and cold. It does not mean detached. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean you don't ever cry. There's never an outburst or a meltdown. Mastering your emotions isn't about being a robot. Mastering your emotions is about understanding the flow of them. It's about the embracing of your emotions. It's about the understanding, being a forever student of your emotions. It's about regulating them, regulating yourself. It's about adapting, making space for your emotions. It's about understanding yourself and explaining that to your community. It's about being vulnerable. It's not a robot. It doesn't mean that you're always going to get it right, because you'll come to understand that there is no right. It's just human experience. All right, and last but not least, certainly not least, we have the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. I don't know what accent that was. Feel like Australia came out of me. I really just need to get back into I'm a full-on actress. I'm a poet. I am a songwriter. I sing. I do all of that. I'm a performance artist. I need I need to indulge that part of me. And I am coming back to the stage. But shit like that just lets me know I need to get my ass back on the stage. Lord. I used to have a mastery of like 15 different accents. I need to get back to that. We're not a mastery on that no more. But, we'll try. British. It was something. I don't know. We got the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. Listen, dream bigger. Dream different. Tweak it. It's time. Stargazer is about aiming for the stars, looking to the stars, expanding your vision, going back to the drawing board. This card in particular really came for me because this whole week I had to, for the last 2 weeks, I had to sit with myself and be like, you need to reapproach how you're doing everything, how you're doing your social media, like my attitude. All of it, this whole reading, my attitude was very affected by the way that I was approaching things. And really, I had to come to Jesus about the fact that I am not the same person I was when I created these goals and dreams and what I'm going for. And a lot of these things, even though they're the same and I'm still going for them, I'm a different person and the approach is just different. Like, and I needed to surrender. As we talked about earlier in the reading, I needed to surrender to that. I needed to surrender to the fact that, like, the way that I've been approaching these dreams and goals worked for who I was a year and a half ago. They do not work for who I am now. And I just needed to submit to that. And not only did I need to submit to that, I needed to dream bigger. I needed to expand what it is that I'm here to do and plan accordingly, because the division was entirely too small. Push yourself, as in push yourself. It is your insecurity that got you dreaming small. It is your loyalty and commitment to the comfort of your old self that got you dreaming small. You are here to do bigger things than what you're letting yourself. Dream big. And then approach it differently. Dream different. You ain't the same person that you used to be. These last few years of getting beat up, getting dragged. Don't get me wrong, there's been some really great things that have happened, but it's been a lot. Go ahead and let that old person die. And then a lot of you actually have done that. It's now time to really embrace this next part of you. Stop dreaming small. Stop thinking small. Think bigger. There's a reason why some of your manifestations ain't working, because you ain't dreaming big enough. Spirit is refusing to make that dream come true because it's beneath you. It's beneath who you are now. Some of your manifestations ain't working. You know, for a long time, Spirit was not, my love life wasn't working the way it needed to work, because I refused to honor the fact that I was worth a lot and I required a lot. And the people that I really wanted, I would not go after because I didn't think I was worthy. I still think that I had work to do. I was working up to a worthiness to be with them. And Spirit was like, you are not going to be happy until you understand that you are worthy now. And you need to dream bigger with who you let in your life. And so we're going to just intentionally just sour this until you get it. And it wasn't until I finally was like, you know what? Yeah, I deserve my equal. I deserve love. I deserve beautiful partnerships, healthy polyamorous connections. And it wasn't until things started shifting. You deserve more. You require more. You're worth more. You need to honor the fact that the price has gone up, because you're more than you used to be. You need to honor your growth, your expansion. You need to honor how valuable you are, how big you are, how worthy, how dope you are. And then that needs to be reflected in the dreams, your goals, your desires. And then it needs to be reflected in your actions, your words and your prayers. And then watch as the blessings begin to roll in. Watch as things begin to fall into place. Your magic in getting things done with it won't be so hard. Prayers get answered easily and quickly. So, dream bigger, my loves. Good things are coming. Do you remember the first card? The first card in the reading was about a job well done. It was about a beautiful, bountiful harvest because you tended to that garden. You poured into it and it poured back into you. What you gonna pour into that garden? Plant the bigger food. Go for the bigger things. You can handle it. Tend to that. And then receive. Receive all that you've planted and more tenfold. All right, my dears. The Cash App is LadySpeech, Venmo, LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal, LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show financial appreciation for this labor. Shout out to the Spice Kitten. Shout out to Moon Pumpkin. Shout out to Raw Flow Energy. Shout out to Ashley for holding it down. Y'all were on it today. We usually don't have a lot of rowdy people in these comments, but every once in a while, every now and again, they do. So as y'all y'all help me, just help you. Thank you. I just appreciate and love y'all so deeply. I asked y'all to send me, because I want to send you guys your information, if you're comfortable with that, to my email a while ago. If you did that, I'm going to be receiving that soon. If not, all four of you, please send me your information. Ashley's not on here, but we'll remind her, because I do want to send you a thank you gift personally for being just amazing to me. So yeah, I love all of you. We're going to be back here tomorrow for the new moon reading. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Please, aftercare, 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 aftercare. Do what you have to do to take care of yourself. Water, bath, massage, chill, watch some cartoons, decompress, stem out. Do what you have to do to take care of you. I love you deeply. I appreciate every single one of you for your support. I thank you for bringing your fur babies, your human babies, yourself. Thank you for trusting me. I take this job very seriously, and I want to be 1,000% the best for you and for myself. So thank you for just being with me, for going on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to correct myself and when I am wrong. Thank you for y'all bringing it to me. You know, the other day I posted something on Facebook, and I didn't realize it to people who it came from, but they were homophobic and very racist. And so, respectfully, there was a few people who were like, this is coming from a nasty place and it's a dog whistle. And I was like, oh, didn't know that. Did a little research and was like, got it. Deleted the post. Simple as pie. I cultivate a space where we are respectful for each other. And for the most part, y'all come at me like that. Y'all pretty much understand that no disrespect will be tolerated. I can be called in, but I can never be disrespected. You'll get blocked and removed from my life quickly, and might hex or curse depending on my mood. So thank you so much for all of y'all just loving on me. Raw Flow Energy said, yes, can I DM you on Patreon, King? Yes, you can. I have been inactive on my Patreon for the past 3 weeks. That changes tomorrow, but that's part of what I needed to reapproach some things. So there's going to be a couple of changes, just small changes to how I post. And I will let you guys know all of that as it is appropriate. So you guys take care of yourselves. Again, like and share this video with whoever you feel like it needs to be shared with. All the information is going to be in the description when this is over. Once again, that that Cash App is LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. All of my official social media spaces that I'm on is listed in my link tree, which is in the description box. And on that note, I love you all. God, Goddess, ancestors, Loa, Orisha willing, I will see you all in the next video. Mwah. Oh, wait, before I let you go, let me go ahead and hide this person from, thank you. Y'all were on it. Y'all deleted them. Thank you. Okay, so we took care of that. We'll go ahead and hid them from the channel so they don't bother us the next time. All right. I love you all. And I'll see you soon. Peace.